Hi, midlife. Hi, Lindsay. Hello, Blind Art and Jenny. Welcome in. I'm just kind of having a slow night tonight. I thought I would just do some of the crafty things. I have the doll horse here that I started painting. I thought I'd start with these mushrooms tonight. We painted them last time, just the white. So I have my paper clay. I'm hoping I bought some new ones because this is kind of old. It's not supposed to get bad, but I had to rehydrate it. So we're going to see if I can make it work. Otherwise, I'll go out and get my new clay. And I have these as well. And let me show you. I've been saving like little, this is Irma Yorstone figurine. She's so cute, but her kitty's head broke off. And they make this paper clay in terracotta color now. Or maybe they have for a long time. I don't know. But anyhow, I thought I would try to make a new head for the kitty and kind of save this figurine a little bit. And then the same on this one. He's so cute. But he lost his little front paw. So I'm going to try to make him a new paw and then I can paint it to match. Because he's so stinking cute. So those are coming up. But we're going to do these. And I think I know what I want to do. I just had to get it in my head. So give me a second to get it all worked out in my head first. I think I'm going to make this one into a bunny rabbit and this one into a kitty cat. But what I can't decide is if I want them to be kitty cat or bunny rabbit and kitty cat dressed up as mushrooms, maybe. I'm thinking that's the way I want to go. Like they have little costumes on, kind of. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. All right. We're just going to go for it. Enough talking. Have you guys had a good Friday so far? I've actually never done this before, you guys. No, Lindsay, what's going on? Oh, you're sick. Oh, no. Is it like the flu kind of thing? We had some of that going on around here that was really bad with fever. People had fever for like 2 weeks. You have to make sure you have a good amount of water when you work with this paper clay. Fever, yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. I like to start off with it in a ball and you like smooth out all the little cracks and wrinkles just to get a good, otherwise I find that for me, those wrinkles, just like I can never quite get them out. So I do it while it's a ball. And then I start making. This clay I've worked with, but making it on figurines I haven't. It's just an idea I've had. So we're going to see. We're going to see if I can make it work. Sometimes I know from other people I've seen do similar things, not quite like this, but sometimes the clay can just dry and it sticks, and sometimes you have to let it dry and then you have to take it off and glue it. So there, you see now it's quite smooth now. There's no real wrinkles in it. So then we're gonna, ready? That's the best part, right? I don't really want this face, so I'm going to try to smush the clay down over that face to make a new face. I sanded the figurine a little bit, and then I just put one layer of like gesso paint. It kind of helps the clay stick a little better. Look how smooth that face is now. You're probably, oh, you're covering up the best place. No problems. No problems. He's okay. I'm a trained professional. Oh, aren't you all glad I'm not your nurse? Oh, thank you, Fine Art. I do this in my daily life. I sit, actually, we sit in like groups of 4 desks at work, and I sit facing my boss, which I really love her, but it's so funny because I actually don't realize sometimes that I make all these noises. When it's just her and I in the office, she's like, Marie, I really am trying to concentrate here. And sometimes she just puts her headphones on. She's like, okay, it's enough now. It's like, so when I even click on my keyboard, I'm like, boop, 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 boop. For like a sound gets stuck in my head, and I have to keep, this is the part of my brain that is the most autistic. I don't have autism, but I am leaning that way quite a bit. And those are the kind of things that go on in my head. Just smoothing it all down. And once it dries, I can sand it too. So if it doesn't dry quite as smooth as I want, or like the ridge shows here where it's meeting, I can just sand it a little bit and make it be all smooth. The paper clay sands really well. Now it looks like a popsicle, huh? Like a fudge pop. Okay. I know it doesn't look like much yet, but I see, like, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing where I'm going with it, and that's what I like. I was worried I would slap it on here and be like, oh, crud. What did I do? We were at the grocery store this afternoon doing our weekly shopping, where I sit and relax in the car and my son goes in and does everything. But we pulled into the parking lot, and there was like, we were like surrounded, I'm telling you, with men with beards, like long, crazy beards, not trimmed, like just mountain man, 6 weeks in the woods kind of beard. And so of course I started noticing them. Like there's one right in front of me in the car, and there's one walking across the parking lot, and I'm like, oh my gosh, Sean, you like mountain man day here. And and this guy parked right next to us, and I didn't realize, I realized, but I didn't remember in that moment that I had rolled the windows down a little bit because it was quite a nice day here today. And he was getting out of his car, and I said, oh my gosh, Sean, look at him. He's got a beard too. And so Sean looks, and then the guy gets back in his car for something. He forgot something. And but he left his door open, and I didn't realize it. And I said to Sean, all right, get out, go get the food. And he says, I can't. And he like points to the door. And I'm like, so I said, come on, Mr. Beard, hurry it up. And he heard me. And he like stared right into my eyes and just got out of his car and walked away. And Sean was like, oh my gosh, Mom, the window's down. And I'm like, I realize that now. It's a little too late. Oh, it's so embarrassing. Come on, Mr. Beard. Oh my my goodness. He was not amused, I can tell you that much. All right, I'm gonna see if I can make some cute bunny ears. We'll see. Everything always looks a little turdish in the beginning, doesn't it, when you're working with clay? There, I have a dry spot in the clay. My whole clay block was dried out last time I tried to use it, so I had to like soak it in water. It's pretty soft now, but there's a few like bits that are still hard. Okay, we're gonna have to go back to a ball. Yeah, I was speaking in English. But pretty much all Swedes in their 30s can speak English, so I'm pretty sure he understood what I said. Oh, my goodness. All right, let's try this again. I think, what do I need? I need, when you're putting the clay together, you have to like mess it up a little bit on each side, and then they stick together better. And then you put a little water on it. You can also put a little slip, which is like a little bit of clay mixed with a lot of water. But I don't have that ready, so we're just going to do this. So I just barely pushed it on, and I'm going to pull it up, and you can already see it's kind of like not wanting to come up all the way. And then you just start smoothing. And then I'm going to work it up taller and taller. But these tools can come in quite handy. These are just little rubber tools. No, I don't. Well, I think he probably understood what I said because of the quite obvious glare he sent my way. He looked me dead in the eyes. Just sat there like, wow. Oh. This especially helps in when you start getting in little areas where your fingers are too big to fit very well. Then these kind of tools, but you don't even have to have a tool. You can have like a little popsicle stick. Anything kind of works. I just got these because of my ceramics class that I'm in. They have tools there that we can use, but there was a lady that always hogged all the good ones and she wouldn't share. And so the second time I took the class, I invested in a really cheap Amazon set, and it saves me because now I always know the result I'm going to get because I don't have to have a crooked knife or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, I think if we were in the US, he probably would have laughed. I agree with you there. I agree, Barbara. He probably is. Like, can you believe this woman? And it's usually, I think it's because it makes them uncomfortable. Like, Swedes are not known for being really chatty anyway. They're really, it's hard to get to know them on a personal level. And so I think that when I'm really open and forward, it makes people uncomfortable a little to a certain extent. And I've heard even that some people wish they were that way. And so then, but they're not. And so then it makes them uncomfortable at first. And then they're like a little bit envious that they can't be that way. I don't know. It's all this weird dynamic. Yeah, a bit grouchy too. Indeed. Oops, I realized I'm not in the camera. Sorry. So I have just this big ball tool, and I'm just starting to make impression for the ears. There was another time, I can tell you another story. Oh, this was funny about me making a Swede uncomfortable. Jenny, you're probably going to love this, but it's when my son was still a baby. I think he was like 3 months old or something, so I was still in like mama bear, big time hormone emotions and everything. And I was driving at night back from the town. We lived in a little village about 10 minutes from the grocery store and stuff. And it's a 2-lane, it turns into 2 lanes going the same way. Yeah. And trust me, I do, Barbara. In the grocery stores, in line, everywhere I go, I am like chatting. Because then I come back and nobody will talk to me again. Anyhow, I was driving home and I had Sean in his little car seat in the back, and it turned into 2 lanes. And this guy decided that him getting home fast was more important than my safety and my child's safety. And it really, really rubbed me the wrong way. He, I don't remember now exactly, but I was pulling out to pass the car in front of me. I was the first one in line behind that car, and I had my blinker on, and I pulled out, and he was trying to pull out before me. So then it ticked him off that I got out first, I guess. And so then when I passed the car and put my blinker on to pull back over, I guess I didn't move fast enough for him. And so I'm in the passing lane. There's a car here. He's behind me, and he pushed the gas and passed me in front of the slower car and then around. And, of course, I wasn't expecting it. The other car wasn't either. And so it scared me. And then it made me mad. It made me really mad. It made me really, really hormonally mad that he would put my child in danger like that. And so, being the very un-Swedish person that I am, I followed him. I followed him all the way to his house. And boy, was he surprised. He was real surprised, I can tell you. He started getting out of his truck, and I pulled in his driveway, and his eyes were like a deer caught in the headlights. He was like, oh, great. And he got back in his truck, and I hopped out of my car, and I was just off my rocker. I was crazy. I admit it. I was crazy. And I'm yelling at him, and I'm like, why do you think you're getting home to your beer and pizza is more important than my baby? I have a newborn baby. And I'm yelling at him. And he did the best thing he could do, which was not say anything at that moment. He stood there and he took it. Until I was done ranting and got in my car and left. And I can only imagine what he went in and told his wife or whatever. And when I got home, this is when I was still married to Sean's dad, and I got home and I told him about it. And by then I'm laughing because I'm realizing what an idiot I am, come on. And he just shakes his head and he's like, I'm so glad I wasn't with you. Oh, yeah, that's when my temper gets the better of me. Yeah, Jenny, I agree when you say, oh, excuse me, or something. They're just they give you kind of a dirty look, like, what the heck? Oh, Barbara, I believe that. I believe that that's typical there too. I still think about that guy sometimes, thinking he probably still tells that story to people because, man, I really ripped into him. Oh, poor guy. Let's see if we can do another one that, not twins, they're sisters, right? Or what they say about eyebrows. They're not twins, they're sisters. There we go. What have you guys done that was like you maybe regretted a little bit after? Hormones. Hormones they'll get you every time. Oh, Sasha, I don't know that I'm an artist. I try. I like being creative. I did teach children's art classes when I was in my 20s because I took art classes as a child. That was the thing my mom got me into. And I loved it. And so the lady, her name was Lola Doherty, was my teacher on the weekends. And we called her Mrs. D. She was very proper and really, really, really nice. I loved her so much. And when I became a teenager, she had me start helping her with the little kids. And that was really fun. And so then when I was in my 20s, I started teaching on Saturdays, little kid classes. Oh, you guys, you're so sweet. I did too. But my high school art teacher was a bit different. I liked her, and I still like her. She's a neighbor to my mom, kind of, where they live now, and I like her, but she is definitely the artist. Like, I don't know how to describe, but like an artist personality, I guess, where she's a little bit stuck up in a way, and really hard on other people. Like you should never just do something to have fun. It has to have purpose. It has to have meaning. You need to know why you're doing it. And a lot of times when I'm doing art, it's just to get an emotion out or to play with play with clay and see how it feels and what I can do. And yeah, test out new materials. And for me, it's not always about the finished product, and I don't have to have a goal in mind. But for her, it was a waste of time if you weren't sending a message of some kind with your art. And so I struggled a little bit in her class. But I can tell you, whenever I go home to my sisters and my mom, it's like how we bond as a family. We do crafts. One time we just sat around for hours. Like, my sister had those kind of dotting tools and acrylic paints, and we painted rocks for her garden. Like, just sitting around the kitchen table, painting rocks, talking, laughing, snacking. My son does it. My sister's kids do it. Like, it's the whole thing. And then sometimes, one time we made, there was an air bubble there. That's not good. We made like pavement stones for my mom's little garden, so it wouldn't be muddy. And yeah, it's just fun to try out stuff. Oh, that's really cool. Barbara, that's cool. You must have a lot of really nice art in your home then, like meaningful art for you. I can see as this one is starting to dry, it kind of cracks a little bit. So I just try to like smush it back. Sorry, you guys, I keep forgetting where the camera is. I need to turn it a little more, I think, like that. It starts cracking where it was put together, and you can just rub water. You can take a little tiny piece of clay and work it in. And also, when it does dry all the way, there can be cracks. And you can just take another little bit of clay and fill in the crack and let it dry again and sand it a little bit. And like, it's never like ruined until you decide that you've had enough. Let's see, let me get this smoothed out here. This is the air dry paper clay, DOS. I can show you. It's this one that I'm using. I know some people don't like DOS clay, but I've had okay luck with it. I'm not real picky though, so I don't like. I'm not a professional, so it's like does what I want it to do. Have you never heard of it? You can get it on Amazon. That I know. I found it here in one of in my office supply store of all places. They had it for the kids, like little arts and crafts section, I guess. But they have candle making stuff there too. They have wax. They have ceramic clay. I don't know why they have this in office supply shop, but I'm here for it. Okay, I saw that the back of the head was getting like a little too thick, so I'm like smushing it down a little more. Yeah, exactly. I'm thinking if we have a little craft night, I'll just have to log in and let you guys hang out with us for a bit. I found out we're going to the rodeo. I'm so excited. I haven't been to the rodeo since I was a teenager, and my son's never been. He only knows it from like TV or something. So it's going to be so fun to expose him to that. All right, let's get the ball thing. There we go. If you have something that's bigger too, you can have a spray bottle and just spray it every now and then to keep it wet, or you can also like wrap it in plastic wrap, the part that you're not working on. Like I could wrap this ear in plastic wrap so it doesn't dry out too fast while I'm not sure that's exactly where I want it to be yet. So, but otherwise you can just rub it with a little water. It's very forgiving, this kind of clay. And it's good for kids because, like I said, when it's drying, if it cracks or anything, you can repair it. So they don't have to be sad like with regular ceramics after you fire it. If there's a crack, there's not too much you can do about it. But with paper clay, you can. So they don't have to be sad that their creation is messed up. Have you never? Oh, you have to go, Jenny. You have to go. I mean, if nothing else, cowboys. That's all I'm going to say. Right, ladies? Cowboys. My little sister, it was my big sister that said, "Hey, you guys, I heard there's a rodeo when you guys are going to be here. Do you want to go to the rodeo?" And my little sister, neither of us are married. And the three of us, none of us are married. But my little sister, she writes back, obviously. It doesn't matter what they're doing. There's cowboys to look at. Yes. And they don't wear jeans that hang around their ankles. So it's funny. I'm getting a little bit giddy thinking about being home with my sisters and my mom. It's just feels like it's been a really long time. It's been over a year now since I was there. So I used to always have to wait and go like once every 3 years. Now we tend to go like once a year. I don't know if this is looking mousy or rabbity. Maybe they need to be a little longer. We'll stretch them up. Yeah, LG. That's right. Where's my... I know. You know what's kind of funny, you guys? I was just telling my son tonight, we have a conference at our work every 3 years. and it's like an entire weekend. Everything's paid. Usually it's at really nice hotels, and you have like all kinds of activities and fun stuff. And it's a learning thing too. It's to hear about the direction the company's taking and how they're planning to get there. And they feel it's really important to share the whole journey with everybody. And I mean, everybody, all the warehouse employees, all the salesmen, all the office workers, everybody goes. And so it's like over 300 people right now in the Swedish department. And it's in May this year. And they have, Jenny, you might know this, High Chaparral. It's a Swedish amusement park kind of thing that's Western themed. And you can take a train and have the experience of train robbers. And it's really fun. You get the Western photos where you put on the dresses and all that kind of stuff. And they've rented out the entire park for this conference. There'll be nobody else there except our company. And of course, it's Western themed. And I get to go home to Oregon before this. So I'm going to be the best dressed cowboy there. Cowgirl. I thought you might. Yeah, I personally like Levi's better to wear, but I like Wranglers better to look at. They hug a bit better. Am I out of the frame again? Sorry, you guys. I'm concentrating now. You know what it is? It's leaning back too far. That's what it is. Get up here in the front of the head. There we go. This one is bothering me. Oh, Barbara, my little sister lived in Seattle for a while. She went to school there, to university, to become a chef. Now she just graduated another university. I'm so proud of her. As a single mom of 2 young boys and working, she took night classes, and she now graduated in economics, and things like that. So totally different from what she first studied, but I'm so proud of her. Okay, let's smooth this out a little more. You can tell from this side that this ear is a lot thicker, like wide than that one. That's okay. Sisters, right? Not twins. Not twins, Marie, just sisters. Oh, finds by Bob's daughter. Thank you. Yay. Whoever it was that rated me, thank you so much. And welcome in, people. We're just chatting, and I'm doing some paper clay experimenting here. Trying to save what once was a very ugly thrift store mushroom figurine. He was in very bad shape when I bought him. So we're going to give him a new little life here. Hopefully. Trying to. I'll get it as smooth as I can so I don't have to sand so much. Is it looking bunny-like, you guys? They want to keep falling down, don't they? I probably should have put little wire or something in them. I wanted the ears to be kind of big. I kind of like that. Oh, good. Thank you. All right. We're going to stick with that. And then, let's see. What's the next step? I think I need to stop touching that so I don't mess it up. I think that's the next step. Stop touching. We'll move to this little one. This one was going to be a kitty cat. So let's see what we can do there. Okay, we're gonna. It dried out a little bit. I forgot to cover it up while we were doing that, so it dried out a little on the outside of it. I'm just gonna work a little water into it. I started with a ceramic figurine just from the secondhand store. They were two little red polka dotty mushrooms, but their faces were really messed up and the paint was chipping all over the place. So I sanded the paint a little and then I painted with a white gesso, just one coat. And then I've gone straight in with the paper clay. And I think the way I'm applying it, it's going to stick by itself without me having to remove it and put glue on later. But if you have to do that, it's not a big deal either. You glue it and then you can sand it so the edges are smooth again. Okay, here we go. That's nice and smooth. You guys ready for another sound effect? We'll see which sound the cat head makes. Never sure what's going to come out. That's what came out. All right, say goodbye to the little face. There we go. That one wants to keep falling down. Stay up there. His face goes down a little further. I could smush some more down there. It goes all the way to the bottom of the mushroom. He's got no chin, this guy. It's just all face. Let's see. There we go. So now my plan, for any of you coming in later, is to make these look like a bunny rabbit and a kitty cat who are dressed up like mushrooms. They're wearing mushroom costumes. That's my plan. We'll see if I can do it. I don't know if anybody's interested, and trust me, you don't need to flatter me, but I did put 2 of my ceramic creations from my classes in the auction thing tonight. If you want me to run them, I can, and I can show them here in just a minute. I'll just clean up my hands a little bit. One is a little tea light holder, and the other one is a bowl. I think I showed them when I first brought them home, but there's pictures of them in there if you want to scroll. If you just type in handmade, they should come up. Okay. Well, that one looks like a popsicle too. Looks like a creamsicle. That one was a fudgesicle. This one's a creamsicle. But we need a more roundy head on him. Where's my... It's that I don't like. It needs to be more definition, right? I don't like the squarey shape of the head. It has to be more roundy. Also, what's good about this clay, you guys, if you want to try it out sometime, if you make something and you think you're done and it all dries out and then you just hate it, all you have to do is soak it in water and it becomes clay again. You can reuse it. Oh, thank you, Barbara. That's sweet. I can show them to you a little better here on camera. I just took some quick pictures before I started the show tonight. That ear is driving me crazy. He doesn't want to listen. He keeps leaning away from me. Listen to me. Well, he's got a bit of a fat head back here too. There we go. Were you trying to tell me that? Maybe that's why he was leaning back there. He's like, hey, take care of the fat spot. Do you guys know that show? Is it called the Tannenbaums? With oh, I'm so bad at names, but the guy that plays Austin Powers, that comedian guy, I think he's in a movie called The Tannenbaums, and he has a son that he calls Head, but he's like Scottish or something, so he calls it Head because this kid has a big head. And he's like, they're watching TV and he's like, move your head. It's the funniest thing. And my son saw it one day and we were like cracking up, right? We were like mimicking him the whole time. And so now I call my son Head. Whenever he's in my way or something, I'm like, hey, Head, get out of the way. Oh. Yeah, you like that? Oh. All right, let's see if we can get some kitty ears. I don't know if I'm good with kitty ears, but we'll give it a go. They're just triangles, really. Why am I so scared? They're just triangles. I can do it. I can do it on screen as well. Mike Myers. Thank you, Carmen. It was going to bug me. You can also roll this clay out, like a regular ceramic clay and do like cookie cutters. And it's fun for like little kids. Like if you want to make little Christmas ornaments with cookie cutters and stuff, you just roll it out and they can cut away. And then when it dries, they can all paint it with watercolors even. You don't have to have like paint. They can color them with crayons too. I mean, it's paper, really. Markers. All that kind of stuff. No, I'm not liking it. Nope. I got to think different. I might have to roll it out and cut 2 triangles. Oh, you Googled it. Good. Like, I don't know how I ever lived without Google because my brain is no longer as patient as it was in the 80s when, like, you had to wait a whole week before the next episode of your show came on. There were only cartoons on Saturday mornings. If you didn't know something, you had to go to the library and look it up in the encyclopedia. Like, how? How did we get by? I need to know. All right. I don't really have a rolling pen, so we're just going to improvise. This is kind of flat. We'll see. Oh, you know what? I have my I have this here so that I don't get, I have paint that's stuck to my silicone board. So I have this little cutting board to roll out on so I don't get paint in my clay. Do you guys know the trick to keep your clay evenly thick? You can If you have rulers, they're the best. Like those wooden school rulers. I don't have any of those. You can use popsicle sticks, whatever you have. I'm just going to show you the idea here by using these. You get two things that are the same thickness. These are not. They're almost. But they go thick to thin, which is not good. But you put them on the side of your clay, and then your rolling pin sits on those. So when you roll over the clay, it only goes as deep as what your sticks are. And then your clay stays the same thickness all the way across. So that's a good trick. I'm probably making this too thin now. All right, let's see. Where do I have my cutter? We'll use the other one I had. Where did it go? There it is. All right. I have an X-Acto knife thingy, but I don't know where it is. I don't know if this is going to do good either. We're going to try. I'm going to cut it bigger than what I actually want because I always smush it down smaller. And once again, you guys can't even see what I'm doing. There we go. So I'm just making a rough triangle. I'm going to try and make one the same size here. There we go. Okay. I think I keep turning this. I must be pushing it a little bit. There we go. We're gonna see if this will work. If you use these kind of rubber things, you have to just press so lightly. You see, it really makes marks if you push it too hard. Which if that's what you want, like texture marks or something, that works. But if you're just trying to smooth things out, you have to have a really light hand about it. Okay, this is what I was thinking. Now it's a little too tall, though. I'm going to smush it down a little. Smush. And fold. And let's see. Hold on. Where's my? I've got. Is that the smallest? No, here. I've got this little tiny ball. We're going to stick that in there and wrap this around it. And that kind of looks like an ear. Is that a kitty cat ear? I don't know. It's going to have to be one. This what? We'll see. Let's pull that over here a little bit. I have a problem sometimes with ears because I kind of make every animal's ears the same way. So like cat ear, horse, whatever, they all end up with the same ears. Well, except for bunnies. They're the same, just longer. Okay. I don't know if I like this one or not. We'll see. I'm not done yet. Be patient, Marie. Be patient. Let it have a chance. Right? Give it a chance. Give it a chance. Good things come to those who wait. But good things also come to those who scrap it and start over. So there comes a point when the waiting is too long. Am I right? Let's see, I can dip that in water too so it doesn't stick. I feel like I kind of lost the little divot I was going for, but okay, don't worry about it. Just keep going, keep going. It's all good. Okay, I'm kind of liking that. Oh, yep. Oh, I know what it needs, you guys. Oh, Jen, thank you for buying those. And hello. Okay, I think it needs that little foldy thing on the front, huh? It shouldn't have it here on like the bottom side of the ear. Maybe that's what it is that's bugging me. Like that, kind of. Not exactly, but kind of. And he's got this big wrinkle in his ear. We don't want wrinkly ears. So I have to try to be gentle with my left hand, which is not always easy. Do you guys find that? You can be really delicate with your the hand that you use a lot, but the other hand, it's always like, like full force. Maybe it needed to be more out to the side like that too. Okay, I'm getting there, I think. Well, thank you. It's good to get them when you've already purchased other things too, because then the shipping is like nothing. So it's good. There we go. All right. Well, okay. I like the front so far. Let me check the back. This one's getting a little wrinkly, isn't it? He wants to be a wrinkly rabbit. He's Wrinkles, the rabbit. No, they're not quite at the point where I can give them names yet. The name will come, but they have to have their face first, right? Don't you think so? I can't name it till they have their face. And then the name will just come. There we go. All right. I'm kind of maybe. I think I got to get the other one on and then I can tell for sure. All right, let's see. Can I peel it off? There we go. All right, let's shape it a little. Get you out of the way. Got a little dry. But you see, it takes a lot of clay to like actually get it attached. So you have to have quite a bit more on the side you're going to attach than what you think you might need. Try to get it smoothed out a little. There we go. Oh yeah, I put this in it, didn't I? Yeah, geez, it's so fiddly. My big man hands don't like little tiny ears. Fold over, for crying out loud. Just go over. Thank you. All right. Let's see, I'm going to put it there. Oh, leave it to me. I just poked the ear. Jeez. Okay. It's good. It's all good. We're not going to stress. It's just a lot bigger than the other one. I'm just kidding. He could be wonky. I kind of like wonky cats, so maybe it will be bigger than the other one in the end. We'll see. Let me use that to... Maybe it's like the bunny's the popular one. The cat is the new kid in school. A little derpy, having a hard time making friends. Bunny's the soft heart, invites him to the costume party. And the little derp guy comes along. Maybe that's the story here. Okay, why is it looking so different than that one? What did I do? It's a lot bigger. Let's see. We gotta smoosh it out a little bit. I need my little... Gotta get in the crevice. Let's see. This one. That's a good one for the crevices. It's like a little pen. I can smush it down in there. Maybe this ear's a little foldy over ear. Do cats get that too? Like some dogs have the ear that flops over. I don't know, maybe he looks more like a dog. Is it a dog or a cat, you guys? Maybe I inadvertently made it look more like a dog. I'm not sure. A Westie? Yeah. Look him. That's funny. A cat bite, they get the ear like that. Yeah, this is true. I'm just not happy with the back of this ear. Hold on a second, you guys. I gotta get it smoothed out a little more. Oh, the concentration is high right now. Oh, I feel the tension in my neck and everything. Breathe. Okay. Maybe I'm happy with that. I'm liking the floppy ear, so that's a good thing. This one's starting to harden up a bit. It's going to take a few days for it to get all the way dry. That's why I'm trying to get most of it on now. So maybe next, oh, thank you, Kim. Maybe next time I can start painting it. So we need to get the little faces on. And I think we're going to start with the Westie just because he's still wet. Like, he needs like a mustache. Because they've got that little mustache under their noses, right? They've got the eyebrows too. Okay, maybe I'm going to see how much I can do without making it look crazy. But a little white dog dressed as a mushroom, that's cute. Oh, that's better than a kitty. Good call, you guys, good call. Okay, how are we going to do this? We're going to take off a little bit because it's too big. We're going to start there. Okay, my board. Okay. I need something else flat. What do I have that's flat? I've got this. I'm just going to use it as a little press. There we go. Let me grab my razor blade because I'm going to need that on this. I can't do it with that like fuzzy cutting. You can cut it with scissors too, you guys, but I left my X-Acto knife upstairs, but I have a razor blade down here, so I'm just going to run and grab that. Pardon me. It's from my it's the part when I broke off my box cutter when it got dull. So it works good for crafts now. All right, so we're gonna do, like, I want it to be nice and sharp. And these two, if you don't want to work the clay in like that, I can now make pieces that I want to put on, and I can let everything dry independently, and then I can glue that on. Schnauzer. An Idaho scrub. That's probably what it's going to be. That's funny. Oop. Scoot back. I gotta take a drink here. I forgot my drink was sitting here. Okay. Yeah, I'm liking that. Okay. I need my other thing though. Why do I keep losing that one? There it is. Give it a little, I think I'm going to try. Hopefully it'll turn out how I'm thinking. I just want to give it a little texture. Like the mustachio texture. And he needs to, maybe I need to place the nose so that I can place the mustache. Let's see. I like them when they have big, boppable noses. So let's do that. My left hand again. I can tell I'm going to push too hard. Okay. I need this one. There we go. That's what I need. Maybe. Yeah, because then I can go up. Up. And this one. Give it a nice pincherooty. There we go. It's not going to look like that when it's done, you guys. I promise. I just needed to get something to be able to attach it with. I don't know. Let me see. Oh, you know what? I could use one of these. Sometimes it works good with paintbrushes. If you just use the water, you can like smooth it into, once you already have it connected well, you can use the paintbrush to like smooth it out better. Because this is so small, I can't get my fingers in there without ruining it. So I can use the paintbrush to like make it good. Fix that ear too. There we go. Okay, and then I need the little boop boops in the nose. What do I have that I can do boops with? Let's see. Maybe this one has quite a pointy little end in it. Let's see, they go, they're boopy at the top. Oop, that might have, I don't know. Maybe that just ruined it. We'll see. Hold on. It looks very piggish. Oh no, I'm not liking that. I'm not liking it. No, 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 no. I don't like it. Okay, we're gonna put another one on it because I don't like it. Beep. Oh, maybe he needed a bigger nose. I think that's what it was. It was too flat in the face for it. Okay, now he looks like a bear, but okay, we're going. He's going to be what maybe he's a dog dressed up like a mushroom bear. That might be what it is in the end. There we go. I needed to do this today. I had a good day at work, but I spent the whole day like preparing for interviews that I have to do on Monday. And I'm not particularly looking forward to them. It's not a bad thing, it's a good thing, but it's kind of a tricky situation with who I'm going to employ or not. We're trying to lift someone up that's already employed to like a higher position. And you know, people get their feelings hurt pretty easily if it's not them that's chosen. So I'm trying to be really responsible with how I do it and the questions I ask so they all get a really fair shot at it. I don't know. I like asking the questions when the responsibility doesn't lie on me to do the hiring. I actually like seeing people a little bit nervous. Isn't that terrible? That's terrible. Okay, I'm liking that better though. I don't think he needs the little nose holes. I think he's good like that. But he needs his little mustachio. So let's square this off a little bit so the mustache fits a little better in there. Okay, come here, you. Mustache. Let's see. I must ask you a question. This is so funny. Oh my gosh, this is funny. Okay. There's that little thing hanging on there. All right, what do I need? I need, I don't know what I need. Maybe this. Oh, this is cracking me up. Okay. This mustache might not stick. I might have to glue it on after. And then what will happen is it will just fall off. Yeah. It would just fall off, and then I just use regular school glue, like, to put it back on. It's just because I don't want to smush out the sides too much. I want it to be kind of sharp on the edges. So I could let it dry separate, but I just want to see what it looks like on here so I can keep getting an idea how I want to proceed. I think he needs to have his little tongue right there too, right? I actually have my ceramics class tomorrow morning. So it's every other weekend. It's too long in between. I wish it was every. Yeah, but I wish it was every Saturday, but then that would be hard too because then there's no Saturday to do shopping or anything. So that's why she does it every other weekend. It's just a long time to wait when you're like halfway done with a project or something. And I think I only have 2 classes left in this term. And I'm kind of stressing because I'm not really finished with what I'm making right now. All right, let's see. We need a little more texture back in there. We have to lift it up. I like it. He needs some eyeballs. And then we can do fluffy eyebrows too. You like it, Barbara? Me too. I wasn't sure, but now it's getting there where I kind of like him. He's kind of cute. There's a name starting to form somewhere in there. I'm gonna try to get 2 eyes the same size. Eyes the same size because then they look wise. And it's not a surprise. Right? Let's see. I think we need right there. And oh, I think that'll work. Oh, thank you, Jenny. All right, let's see if I can get these on. Ah, I dropped his eyeball. Come back. I wonder if that's too big, but he's going to have eyebrows over it, so maybe it's not too big. We'll see here. Can always take them off if I'm not feeling it. Yeah, I'm not feeling that. I squished them too. Okay, wait. We're going to do it with that. Hello. Why do I do these things? Why? Stop messing it up. Okay, and then I'm going to do, maybe that one's too big. Is that too big? What does it look like? Hold on. I'm going to be smart here and do a little test before I actually shove it into his eyes. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, I think that'll work. Get out of the way. I like it. Hey, look at him. He looks like Mr. Potato Head right now. All right, trust the process. When we get his eyebrows on, it's going to change everything. And his little tongue. He needs a little tongue. All right, we're going to do... See if we can do eyebrows here. Sorry, you guys. Just making a snake. And then I think it's a little too thin. I'm going to fold it in half. Okay. Then we're going to roll it a little bit. I didn't like when I pressed it with that other thing, so I'm just going to roll it a little. Flatten it out. There we go. I'm going to take this. Go. Put water. Stick it on. Let's stick it on. Right? Let's stick it on. Stretch a little. There we go. There we go. It's going to be good. It's going to be good, you guys. I have faith. It's going to be all right. Every little thing's going to be all right. Talk about having hooded eyes, right? All right, and then we need the little texture for the hair. How am I going to do this? How am I going to do it? Think first. Maybe this. There we go. There we go. Oh, I think I do keep bumping this camera. Sorry, you guys. I'm not realizing that I'm doing it, and then I am. You know what? I think I am going to use some scissors here. We need a few little separations. Not all over, just a few. Yes. That's going to make it better. Just a little more. Crazy eyebrows. This is how my dog's eyebrows are. Crazy. I just hope they don't break off when they dry. We'll see. If they do, we just have to fix it. And then, no, yeah, okay, he needs a tongue. Oops. Was it this one I used? I think so. For the, I just need to do them again because I kind of, there we go. This is so small, it's hard for me to hold it in front of the camera for you guys, so I'm sorry. I have to just shape it here. There we go. All right. Get some water. Let's see. Let's see what's going to happen here. Push it down a little bit. Okay. I think that's what we're going to do. Yeah. Oh, Barbara, I didn't see your question. That was an Oregon rodeo name. Yeah. You mean like for the doggy, right? We have the Jackson County Rodeo. I live in Josephine County, or my family lives in Josephine County, but Josephine's maybe not a good name. Jackson, it could be Jackson. There's the, what's the big one though? There's a big one. I want to say Puyallup, but that's in Washington. Let me think about it a minute. That's a good idea. Jackson is good. Maybe he's Jackson. All right. Jackson, the people. People, Jackson. I was going to put little hair up here, but he's wearing the costume. So we're going to have to wait with that. The costume would cover the hair there. All right, I'm going to show you the little things that I made and see if anybody wants them. And then we'll work on Mr. Bunny's face. Or Miss Bunny. Might be a Miss Bunny. Let's see. I'm going to turn you around here. We'll pull one of these up. Oop, there. We'll start with the little tea light holder. Oh, here it is. The little kitty. This is a little bit marbly. It's what was left over from the dish that's coming up next. So it's a little stoneware clay. And it fits a little tea light. Or it could be a bubblegum dish. You want to stick your gum there at night, chew it again in the morning. We'll just run it if somebody wants it. I think he's cute. I like the glaze on the kitty, actually. Oh, thank you, Jen Forrest. Little kitty. Warming by I thought this looked like a carpet. It was supposed to be like the kitty on the carpet, and then he's like sitting by the fire. Thank you so much. And then we have This one, this was the marbled clay. I colored the clay with like a powder and then rolled it together and like folded it and rolled it until I got this pattern. And then I cut discs and covered in this marbly. It has pink, green, blue, yellow. I think there was like 6 different colors I used. And then it has these discs around the edges that kind of spill out on the one side. It's not perfect. When it was in the kiln, it cracked on the base in 2 spots, I think. Yeah, there and there. But I'm still learning. This was during my second term that I made this. So those 2 cracks are there. But just so you know, we'll run it if somebody wants it. I like the aesthetic of it. Thank you all for looking at that. All right. We'll go back. Oh, thank you, Barbara. I'm learning. I was asking her because a lot of my first items cracked like that. And so I was asking the teacher, like, what am I doing wrong? Why is it cracking? And it could just be because of the class we're in, she said. Like, if the item, the longer you can let it dry before you bisque fire it, the more chance it's not going to crack, is what she told me. But because they're doing these classes and they do them twice a week, every week, and they only have one little kiln, they have to run the kiln all the time. And so maybe something is not maybe something only sat for a few days before they fired it and had just a little bit of liquid or dampness left in it, and then it will crack like that. So it could just be because they can't let it sit for a few weeks and stuff like that. So I don't know. It's all right. For me, it's fine. I just like going to have like a little clay therapy. All right. Bunny face. Let's see. Bunny needs cheeks. Oh, thank you. We've decided his name is Jackson. Jackson County is the neighboring county to where my mom lives. So we always went to like the Jackson County Fair and Jackson County rodeos. We went to Josephine County once too, but Jackson was bigger. Exactly. Okay, now he's dried out a bit here, but it's not all the way dry yet, so that's good. We'll just get his face wet again. Okay. Where's that? I'm just going to do it for the other one as well. I don't know if these are cheeks or they're, like right under the nose, the little, well, cartoony ones have it anyway, the little circly upper lip things they have. I'm so technical when I talk about things, right? All right, we have that one. I'm going to make it better in a minute. I'm just going to get the other one on there too. He looks like a one-eyed monster right now. Well, that would have been cute too, huh? Next time, if I find another one. This is fun. Now I'm going to be looking for this particular mushroom because it's really good to work on, actually. It's big enough and it's like not a ton of details on it, so it makes it easy. Ah! Bam. A little dried. Get off of there. Cute. Okay, let's smush them. My mom used to do stained glass. She took some classes when she was older, you know. She has all this stuff at home still, but she has trouble doing it now. But she was really good. She made a window for each of us kids. She made for my sister when she bought her house. She had a big long window right by the front door, beside the front door. And it wasn't like frosted or anything. So if you went to her door to ring the bell, you could just see all the way through to the living room. And like, my sister didn't like it. So my mom made a stained glass window that fit exactly in that space of the window. And it's all like, my sister's favorite color is purple. So it's all like purple flowers, bluey flowers, and like vines, butterflies, bees, like all these. Oh, it goes the whole thing up the side of the door. It's so pretty. And then I'm living over here, so she has to make something that she can ship. So it can't be something that big. But I got a big one anyway. She made me a big round one to hang in the window. And it has, I miss hummingbirds a lot. We don't have them here. So at my mom's house, she had these orange vines right outside the kitchen. And the hummingbirds would go right there. You could sit at the kitchen table and just see them. And my brother caught some in his hand. There were so many. But I think they're so pretty, and I miss like feeding them and seeing them and stuff. So she made me one with hummingbirds and flowers all over it. It's pretty too. My little brother, he's passed away, but he was a firefighter, and she made one. He worked the forest fires, so she made one that was like a scene of a forest fire with the silhouetted trees and the flames, and it was beautiful. Like I said, we've always been a very creative family. I think when we were young, it was mostly because we were very poor. We didn't really have much money at all, and my mom was a single mom of 5 kids. So it was easy to do crafts. Like we could make that kind of, what's it called? It's like flour and water, and you make a clay that you can roll out, and it's kind of like air dry clay, but it's not paper. Anyway, we would do that a lot, and she would buy like different craft supplies at the secondhand shops, and we would sit and do crafts. Crafts, Barbies, and bikes. That's the thing I remember about my childhood. Lots of crafts, lots of playing Barbies with my sisters, and lots of riding bikes. Oh, Barbara, I bet that's really pretty. Do you have stuff at home that you can do that with, or did you just use the things at the class? Like, could you do it if you wanted to again, or do you have to have the class to be able to have the supplies? The lady that my mom took classes from became a really good friend for her, and unfortunately passed away of cancer quite a few years ago now. But we were there in her little stained glass shop, and we did like family outing there to do crafting. We did fused glass stuff because, doing the whole stained glass was too much for everybody. But we did fused glass little things, trinkets and stuff. And yeah. But my mom now she has all this stuff to do stained glass at home. Oh, that's so cute. I love that. I miss them so much, actually. It's like I never realized they meant that much to me until I moved here and they're not here. The other thing is skunks. I don't miss the smell, but I miss seeing them. They're so cute. They're so stinking cute. All right, I think I'm happy with those. But they need little polka dotties. They're little whisker dots. Eee, cutie. Okay, he needs some big twofers. Let's see. Oh, well, it probably fit. Like when you make it for a specific window, it's hard to take it with, isn't it? Sometimes because you don't have anywhere else to like it that it fits. But that's too bad. That's too bad. There is a stained glass place in where my mom lives, and we've done a few times with the kids. You can go in and like test blowing glass. You pick out a scoop of the glass pearls or whatever, and then they do a lot of the part for you, but you do get to blow into the tube and make a ball ornament. So you can either have it hanging or you can have it so it sits on a stand. We've done that a few times with all the little nieces and nephews and us adults. It's fun. I think it's like I think it was like $20, something like that. And you're there for like 2 hours doing it. So it's like, and they engrave it with your name and the date and everything. So, I mean, you can't do it every day, but it's fun. It's a fun activity. All right, where's my little thing? Here we go. We're going to make some teeth. And we want it to go like up in the thing there. So I'm going to cut them a little like a house. Okay. All right. Now we'll get them wet. Let's stick it on. Let's stick it on. Get up in there. There we go. Wah! Okay, stay with me, you guys. Not done yet. It's not gonna stay like that. Hold on. I need the flatter one. There we go. Give it a little. Ooh. Wow. That was interesting. Okay. Yeah. We're gonna make it work. They're a little longer than what I was thinking they were gonna be. We might need to cut those off a little bit. Let's see. About right there. Okay. Alrighty. I like it. I like it. I like it. It's not there yet, but I can see. I can see where it's going, and I like it. All right. He needs a nose. He needs a little tiny nose. What did you guys have for pets as kids? We lived in an apartment until I was 18. We were 5 kids and 2 adults sharing a 2-bedroom apartment. You like the teeth? So there wasn't much room, but we did at one time have a dog. It was, Alaskan Husky. And his name was Oso, which is bear in Spanish, for those who don't know. He was really, really sweet dog. And we kind of adopted a cat at one point. I don't remember where he came from, but he just showed up or something. And he made us happy as kids, so we called him Happy Cat. That was his name, Happy Cat. But unfortunately, my mom did not like Happy Cat, so he did not stay very long, actually. And we kept saying, what happened to Happy Cat? Where'd Happy Cat go? And she's like, I don't know. I think he just decided to go make somebody else happy. She only told us years later, we were all adults, and she finally admitted that she had gotten rid of him. Found him a new home. It's like, Mom. But I get it. It's hard being a mom. She had 5 kids. She doesn't need another cat. You like him? I really hope this all doesn't just fall off when it dries because it's not stuck well enough. I think the dog is okay. I'm a little more worried about the rabbit, but we'll see. If it does, we'll roll with the punches. All right, let's see. Now he needs some eyes. And I think I kind of want to do those kind of squinty eyes. You know, like I'm going to, these kind that go like, whoop. Like he's smiling so big, they're all squinty. Dogs, but dogs lived outside our garage. After I left for college, the dogs lived inside the house. Yeah, same, Barbara, same. Osa was never allowed in the house, really. And my dogs own the house, pretty much. They allow us to live here with them. That's kind of how it is now. I don't understand. I guess I can understand. I can understand people that do that because I grew up that way. But for me, I just couldn't do it. I love them too much, and they have to be inside. They like watching TV, and they like the soft bed. They have to be with me all the time. Okay, I actually don't know if this is going to be better to... Yeah, exactly. I don't know if this is going to be better to, like, apply these little squinty eyes or if I should, like, carve them. But we're going to try to apply first and see what happens. Where'd my little razor blade go? There it is. Okay. I don't know how well this is going to work, but we're going to do it. We're going to give it a go. Something like that, right? That's what I'm thinking anyway. Let me get it a little goobered up. I should do the other one at the same time so I can try to get them even a little bit. That's the hard part with eyes. I always do like one higher than the other or something bigger than the other. It is what it is. We're just going to go for it. We're going all in. We're not going to worry about differences. It's going to be something like that. Now, I'm going to see if I can get these to stick on there. Let's dip them and then see what's going to happen. What? Don't. There we go. Follow the curve. Ooh, not so long down. There we go. And now you got to go back up. I might have made these too long. Hold on. You got to go back up. There, and then up. And they are too long. That's okay. We can take care of that. Like that. Ah! I was worried about cutting the face and then I didn't cut it enough. Okay. Get off of there. Get off of there. There we go. There we go. Let's try it again. Up and stick. We had at my dad's house, he lived on a farm, and there we always had dogs, and they got to come inside actually. Scamper was our first dog. She was a German Shepherd. She was lovely. She was a lovely, lovely dog. I have pictures of when I was little, my sister was little, and she had puppies. And I remember her even into my teenage years. She got really old. And she was one that was always, like, she went with my dad everywhere in his truck. And she was always with him. He went to the store, he went to get gas. She was with him. And it came to the day where she couldn't stand up anymore. And they had taken her to the vet and stuff, but she couldn't get up off the floor. And my dad knew that, like, she's suffering. And he didn't want to take her to the vet because she didn't like being at the vet. So he did it. He took her out in the field and gave her favorite treats and stuff and watched the sunset, and he took care of it. But he came back crying. That's the only time I ever saw my dad cry. Then we got a chocolate lab named, what was his name? Coco. Her name was a girl. Coco. And we had my stepmom, she always had the little yipper snapper dogs, and they always bit. They were so mean. They always bit. I remember one time I went in to get my teddy bear. I was little. I was, 4 or 5. I don't remember. But I wanted my teddy bear, and it was on the sofa, and her little wiener dog had curled up next to it. And I remember thinking, I really want my teddy bear, but I was scared to go get it. And I decided that, darn it, anyways, it's my teddy bear. If I want it, I should be able to get it. So I went over to the sofa, and I was so hesitant. I'm like, I think that dog's name was Ginger. I'm like, Ginger, I just want my teddy. And I reached out my hand to take the arm of my teddy bear, and Ginger bit me on my hand. I hated that stupid dog. I just wanted my teddy bear. Oh, crazy. Yeah, it's so sad when they have to go. That's the hard part of having pets. But I can't imagine not having them either. The last time I had a black mixed breed dog that we had saved from Spain. She was a street dog there, and we adopted her. And her name was Maggie. We had a Labrador at the same time whose name was Jessie. So Jessie and Maggie were the best of buds. But Jessie suddenly died. She had a tumor or something. I don't remember exactly, but it was something that she was really in pain. We didn't realize it was that bad at all. She just one day like wouldn't eat, and she hadn't been sick or anything. And so of course it was the weekend, so we had to take her to the emergency, and they're like, she needs operation now, and we don't have the people here to do it, and it could rupture before they get here, and then she'll be in immense pain. And it was like this whole like shock. And they said they would do the operation if we wanted to, but I was so scared that, it was going to go bad. And so we decided to put her down to take her out of the misery. They said she was like really in pain. And so we went there thinking we're going to get like some pills or something, and then left without a dog. It was terrible. I was in shock that time. I think I couldn't even cry because I was just like, I couldn't figure out what happened, kind of. But we had Maggie, and Maggie kind of went into a little bit of a depression when Jessie was gone. And I had to take her on a lot of walks and like really try to get her out of it. They feel a lot. She was with me when I first got divorced. We had Maggie still, and I got into an apartment where unfortunately I couldn't have any pets here, which is kind of unusual. Most of the apartments here you can have pets, but that one I couldn't. And so my ex said he would keep her, but he only had her for like a month and then said no, he can't keep her. So I had to find somebody because I was not willing to put her down, just because we couldn't keep her. So I found a friend that took her for, I think it was like 3 years. And then they said that unfortunately, they couldn't keep her any longer. And by then I had moved to another apartment. And so I said, yep, I'll take her. And I went that day and picked her up, and she was just lovely. Maggie was a special doggie too. And she was with me when my brother passed away. And she was kind of my helper through that. We went on long, long walks in the forest. That's kind of my therapy. And she would go with me, and usually like she would pull on the leash all the time, kind of drive you crazy. But those days after my brother died, she never pulled. She would walk a little bit in front of me, and then she would stop and wait and turn around and look at me, make sure I'm there, make sure I'm okay, and then keep going. And she was always checking on me. She was so sweet. She was really scared of the vet. Thank you. Thank you, Jenny. It's a hard one. He was so young. And it's hard being here. The rest of my family's all there, and I'm hearing everything after the fact, and that's when it really tests you, like when difficult things happen and you're so far away, it becomes really hard. Oh, that got me. Sorry, guys. But we're stronger than we think we are. We get through it. Oop, I'm out of the screen again. Sorry. I like it. Do you guys like that? I think it's kind of cute. His eyes that way. Oh, Jenny, I'm so sorry. Yeah, she did help me. When we would go home, she would just like lay on the sofa and she just never left my side. She wasn't usually like that before, but when I was grieving, she was really attentive to me. It was so sweet. It was funny too, when I was pregnant with Sean and we had Jessie, the Labrador, she would curl up on the sofa next to me and lay her head on my stomach and like lick my tummy even before I was showing. She like knew. She knew I was pregnant. It was really funny. Okay. I think I like it. I think the rest I can fix with, we'll do a little sanding when it's all dry, and then the rest will be the magic of paint. So, what's his name, you guys? We have Jackson, the dog. What is the rabbit's name? I think here. I think Jackson and Jubilee because he's so happy. So Jackson and Jubilee, they're finished. I'll show you the backside too. He got a little wrinkly as he's drying. He's drying much smoother, but we'll just sand them down a little when they're all the way dry. But it still stands up solid. It doesn't want to tip over or anything, so that's good. And then next time I come on, we'll paint them, see what happens with that, and see if anything has fallen off too. I removed the eyes from this guy. Let's set these ones to the side a little. I was not happy with the flowers I had put on the eyes, so I have to figure out what I'm going to do with that. And then I'm almost done with this one. And then I have two more, one bigger doll, or maybe it's two bigger doll horses. I don't remember if I had another little one too. But I have a couple more. I know the mustache is so good, isn't it? I love it. So I have a couple more of those to paint, and then what time is it right now? Oh, it's like 12:30. I had where did that go? Oh, I have my clay on it. I have this too that we prepped last time. We put one layer of the gesso paint stuff on it. Maybe we could Posca that right now. We don't have to finish it, but we could put something down. I don't feel like I'm finished yet, you guys. Let me wrap up the clay that's left. And I need to go wash my hands. I just wrap it up and I put it in a Ziploc, and then it stays good for a long time. And next time we do this, I'll bring my other clay in as well, and we can like fix these guys and see how well that works. I mean, even if it doesn't match exactly, I think still you can kind of save them so they're cute anyways. And if they're really different, you can like embrace the difference and make it part of the thing. Let me go wash my hands. I'll be right back. Oh, oops. Good grief. What did I do? Sorry, you guys. Hold on a second. Oh my gosh. My foot got caught in the cord, the phone cord. There we are. Sorry about that. Took a little trip. All right. I'll let you look at them. I'll be right back. Alrighty. I'm going to be on tomorrow again too, you guys, with a regular show. I got some fun things. I haven't shopped a lot, but I shopped a little earlier today and got some cute things. But I shopped also Tuesday, and I found some nice things as well. So I have those to show you. Was it Tuesday I shopped? Where did I shop? I don't remember now, because Tuesday I showed you guys already that stuff. But I have 2 different shopping trips worth of stuff anyway. Now I don't remember where I've been. Doesn't matter. I'm going to be... Oh my gosh, what the heck am I doing? Stupid cord. It's like wrapped around everything. I don't know how this has happened. I sat completely still. All right, stay there and don't move now. All right. Let's get back up here. Yeah, so I'm going to have a show tomorrow, a regular sales show. And I'll be tomorrow afternoon sometime. Oh my gosh, you guys, you hear this? Like, what the heck? Okay, relax. Everybody relax. All right, Jubilee and Jackson are going to go on top of this box. Because we can put those away now. Oh, get back in there. And they can stand up there. And we will do this. Let's see. Try to get him in there a little bit so you can see him. What should we draw on this? Give me some kind of, I don't do horses. That's the only thing I don't do. But give me some kind of animal that we should put. Nothing too, I have to be able to picture it in my head. I can't Google. So like something. Hedgehogs are good. Cats, dogs, some kinds of birds. Usually it's a made up kind of bird. And yeah, bugs, butterflies, whatever. Throw something out at me and we'll start with that. Do I have a pencil even? I don't know. Maybe I don't need one. Oh, but I think I put one in here. Maybe. I did put a ruler. I can show you guys these. These are things that I made with paper clay. Little Christmas bauble. These were going to be strung together. I think the star was at the top. They were going to be attached. Yeah, star at top, Murray at the top. They were going to have a little like ribbon or chain in between. And then that one on the bottom. So it was going to hang like that on the tree. I thought that was kind of cute. But these are made with paper clay and then just painted and glazed. A little bit of glitter. Those are cute. And then I made another. This is going to go on another figurine that I made completely out of paper clay. Anyway, just thought I'd show you that. A frog, an owl, or a butterfly. Ooh, an owl. That might be fun. That might be fun. Let's try that. We'll do... Did I have a pencil in here maybe? Let me see. Why would I grab a ruler and not a pencil? That's weird. Oh, there. I do have one. I thought so. I have it in this little holder. I have to show you guys this. Sean made me this pen holder. we took a little free craft class here. He picked the denim with the stars, and then he glued real amber stones to every single star. So cute. I've had this since he was like 6 years old. Okay. This is my better ruler too, because it's smaller. And pencil. So let's see. I think we will. I kind of am allergic to everything being exactly centered. I kind of like it when they come in from the side a little bit. So let's maybe do that. Where you come in from the side. Like he's peeking in or something. Let's see, I'm just gonna get a rough idea. Now I want to go a little further out. There we go. Is that too crooked? Maybe, yeah. A little too crooked. You don't really have to erase them, but I just want to be able to know which line I'm following when I do it. Like that, I think. So we have both ear tufts all the way in. Yeah, I think that'll do it. All right, let's see. I have these back here. All the fat pins fit in that. Let's get the water out of the way. Isn't that a good crock for holding the pens? I love that. And then here we have the little modern day drifter. Do you have the same allergy, pleasure? Yeah, we started off with Jackson, the dog, and Jubilee, the bunny rabbit. They are animals that have mushroom costumes on. Will have. They started off as mushrooms with faces that I found at the secondhand store, and they were in very bad shape. So we have tried to give them new life. So we have to wait for the clay to dry. It'll take a few days, and then we'll keep going. So now we're going to do some Posca painting on this little wall hanger, and we're going to do an owl. I need to scour my shelves for another crock for all the little pins. Let's see. We're going to do some green. On the back, like they're in a tree or something, you know. Should we do green, or maybe we should do black? It's kind of nice to have the night, right? We could do like a really dark purpley black, purpley blue black. Just got to get this one. I don't know what I did with my test paper that I had here the last time, but I'll just use this. Gotta keep the paint flowing. Oh, you guys are sweet. Thank you. I don't know that I do any of them super well, but I try them out anyway. All right, so we're going to go in here. This is not always the finished shape of what I'm doing, but we just get an idea. So that's going to be kind of the owl. And we're going to go in. The Poscas are so fun to work with, you guys. They dry really fast, and they just, I mean, look at that color. It just goes on. It's so fun. They don't drip. You can paint with a paintbrush if you squirt out a little puddle on like a paper, and then you can use your paintbrush if you want like super tiny lines. They have super tiny Posca pens too. I don't have them, so I squirt it out and use a tiny brush if I want something super tiny. This what's happening here where you get the mark. If you just let it dry all the way and then go back over, that will disappear too. It's just sometimes when you're painting on a slippery surface, you have to do more than one coat. Monica, thank you. All right, I'm going to set it down and keep going here. I'm going to try to kind of make an edge here. I don't really want to paint all the way around the edge because I like doing a little edge design on things that's maybe not exactly related to the picture. It just kind of gives it a little frame, I feel like. This is a good night sky color. I like it. Oh, I probably did. Oh, maybe we should have left a moon up here. I don't know if it should have been there or there. Let's see. We can do just like a part of the moon. Let's do that. I need to draw that on so I can get it. Do I have anything circular? Let's see. What do I have that's the right size? Maybe the glue bottle. Oh, yeah, that'll work. Oh, yeah. He's just loving it, isn't he? All right, we're going to do kind of like, my hand's probably right in the way for you guys. We're going to do like that. And just, there we go. That'll be like the moon. Not like the moon, that will be the moon. I could have done it over the blue, but then it takes so many more coats to make something light over the dark. So it's easier if I just think ahead. That's already dry. We can see if we can fill that in a little bit. You have to press gently because if you press too hard, then it just scrapes the other layer of paint off. I learned that the hard way when doing things like this. If you're on paper and stuff, it doesn't matter, but when you're painting things that are kind of slick, then you have to be a little careful. That's still a little tacky. Oh, we have right here. It's because the pen is brand new that I keep having to pump a little bit. The whole thing hasn't like filled with paint yet, so. All right, we'll just wait for that, and we'll come over here. Where'd my paper go? There we go. This one. These are nice for kids too. They're expensive, but they are nice for kids because they don't make a mess. You know, like I don't mind making a mess, but sometimes some kids are a little, they like making a mess better than they like making the thing, if you know what I mean. And so these, you can't really make a mess with them too much, and you don't have a lot of cleanup or anything, so it's fun. It's fun for the whole family. There we go. Now we've got some good coverage. There's just a few spots where there's a little, but that's kind of, I like that kind of look too. So there's the sky. We'll get some ground color on the moon. Let's see. I think we're going to do this kind of peachy color because then I'm going to go over it with like white and yellow and tone it down after a bit. But we're going to build the color. So we're going with this one. It's going to look a little weird at first. Get it down there. There we go. This doesn't have a sharp edge on it. They've kind of like sanded, so it has like a kind of a roundy edge. They had that kind of shabby chic look on it, so it makes it hard to get a good sharp edge on it now. Yes, they are, Monica. I did those. They are layered resin. Like I put a little bit of resin and then I paint, or I put like a little piece of paper or something in and then another layer of resin. So it's like built up so it looks like there's depth in it. That's how the pendants are made. They're about the size of a quarter. With those, I used Posca paint as well, but I used mostly with paintbrush because the pens are too big for those little tiny things. But those are fun to make. I like doing the layered resin. All right, I'm going to let that dry. I can't ever stick with one thing for too long. I have to have a lot of different, like, crafty outlets, so that I can do what I'm feeling at the time. Now, let's see. I really want to finish the background before I start the owl because he's going to have little wispies and stuff, and I don't want to have to try to paint around him. So I'm going to do, I just want to do a little bit of layering. Let's see, I'll get this. I keep putting this away and then bringing it back. little bit of black. We're just gonna do some of like this. And then what? We need some stars. Question is, do we want to do it in silver or white? Maybe we'll do silver. A little bit of sparkle. Like, and there. And is this dry? Almost. It's a little tacky. And then I wanted to put, I don't know, do I want to do that? Yes, I do. Maybe with this one. This is a dark purple. We're going to see if it shows up here. I just want to outline him. It does show up. It just gives him that little bit of like glowy, moon glowy look. Because it's not the blue on everything. I don't know if it's showing up on the camera, but here you can see it. And nope, that's still wet. Where it puddled out, it's wet. What am I envisioning here? What am I seeing? Oh. I think we need, we're going to have a little color in this guy. And we're going to start that with some pink. We're going to do a little like, I don't know, little things. We're going to add to this too, but just little, yeah, spacey kind of things. It just makes it more interesting. I think that there's more colors, and otherwise it's just a dark sky. Not so fun. There we go. Maybe one more here. And then we're going to put a little bit of light blue. Maybe not that one. Maybe this one. It is 10 to 1 in the morning. Now this is a thicker pen, so I'm hoping I can still get little dots out of it. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, yeah, there we go. See, it just gives it a little something. No, I interview on Monday. I was just preparing, like, it's not just like a new employee coming into the warehouse. Those interviews are pretty easy. We do them all the time, but this is for, it's for kind of almost my assistant. It's a team leader role. And I just really want to get it right. I want to ask them questions that will help me understand why they would be the one that's the best for the position. I know them all already. That's the thing. Like, I know them, I know their work ethic and that sort of thing. I kind of want to know their motivation. Like, why did they want it? Why did they want this role? Yeah. How do they handle conflict? Because the jobs they have now is just in production. They don't have to worry about conflict or anything. And I just want to get it right. I just want to get it right. Ooh, we haven't used this color yet. We gotta pump it. Yes, exactly. Because they are responsible for giving direct feedback in the department. I do too, but they're the ones that are out there seeing it and they need to react when it happens. I react if the criticism is not handled well, is not received well, I should say. Ooh, I like this color. Do you guys see that? It's like deep turquoise. I'm going to trail that one out a little bit. I'm getting really good at handling conflict between employees. I have two different departments and I love all of my employees. I really do. One-on-one, they are fantastic. But one of the departments has much more skill in working as a team and communication than the other one. So for the past like 6 years, every meeting I've had with the other one is all about how to communicate. Where with the first one, it's all about how should we grow? What do we have new ideas for? All these other things. We don't even get that far with the second group because they can't communicate with each other. So I've learned a lot myself in trying to lead them. It's fun. Just gonna have a few little stragglers here and there because I like this color. That's the only reason. We need some there. There we go. And white, because white always makes it pop, right? And is this dry yet? Yep, it is. Pow! It's popping. Did you see what happened there? It's just all of a sudden, pow. It scared my dogs when I did that. Exactly. Hey, Mr. Beard, get out of the car. So crazy. Why do I say the things I say? You know, like sometimes it just comes out and then I'm like, probably shouldn't have said that. All right, we're gonna put a little yellow in the moon. We're just gonna do some swirly cues, whatever. A little outline. Oop, went a little out there. I'll have to cover that back up. Okay, we're gonna let that dry. I like the sky now. What do you guys think? I like that Milky Way-ish party sky. Okay, let's see. I gotta map out the details of the owl so we don't go too crazy and lose my way. Let's see, we're gonna go down like this a little bit. They're gonna have some eyes. How big do we want the eyes to be? Maybe that's too big. Do we want littler? Maybe medium. Like that, maybe. Are you liking that size, you guys? But maybe that should come down just a little, because it's kind of supposed to be the beak as well, I think, right? When they do that. Yeah, I like that better. And then we'll have like the tummy. And then over here can be like a wing. He's kind of turned to the side though, that one he's kind of hiding. Alrighty. We've got a map. Now, what color do we want the owl to be? I kind of don't want to do brown. Only because I don't have a lot of options of brown in the Posca. I have... We could stick with like the blue, but do him light blue. So he pops off. Do a snowy owl. Ooh, that would be cute too. Yeah, we could do white and then have like the blue and gray like details. That would be cute. Yeah, I'm liking that. Okay. Let's see, what color do we want? There's that. We've got that. And we have white. We're going to do... Okay, we're going to do the white first. I'm going to have this part be white, like all white. And the other parts will have like white detail-y things. This is not that dramatic because it's white on white, but we'll get there, you guys. We'll get there. Okay. What was your guys' first job? thinking about these interviews. What was the very first job you ever had? Like real job, not like babysitting or something. What was mine? I delivered papers for like 2 summers. And that gets reported to taxes. So I guess that's kind of like my first job. But then it was groceries, Arby's, trimmer for fashion. Ooh. I did I was a hotel cleaner in Northern California where my dad lived. I used to stay this summer with my dad, and I worked in the town. He would drive me to work. This was before I could drive. I was 15, I think. He would drive me to work every morning. I would work as the room cleaner. And then I did such a good job that the hotel manager asked me if I wanted to learn how to do the reception. And I said, sure. So I cleaned rooms all morning, and then I did reception all afternoon and into the evening. So I actually, what was supposed to be a part-time job, I got to have full-time. And I liked it. It was fun. She taught me how to crochet. I met him online, actually, first. I was in Kiel, Germany, and not having a good time, to put it lightly. Not having a good time. Are these the same color? They might be. They look the same, don't they? I had visited a friend that had changed a lot since just a few months before. I don't know what happened. I don't know if he had started using drugs, or I don't know, but he was really unpleasant to be around, and I was looking for a way to get away from him. Like he wasn't a boyfriend. He was literally just a friend. But I was supposed to be with him for like 2 weeks. We had been such good friends when I lived in Austria. And so I was planning to stay with him for quite a long time. And I had it planned out that after I left him, I was going to go visit a girlfriend that was in another country. But when I was I contacted her, and she was away. She was going to be back when I was supposed to arrive. So I couldn't go to her early. And it was like that everywhere I tried to turn, people were on vacation. So I didn't have anywhere to go. And so I'm like, I'm just going to have to tough it out here. I'm just going to have to make it work. And I was having trouble sleeping and stuff because I was kind of stressed. And so I was online, and I met Robert online during that time. And he's like, well, if you have free time, you should come to Gothenburg because they're having summer party or something there, the Gothenburg party. Oh, crap. I got a little schmutz. There we go. And he didn't understand that Americans take that literally. So the next day I bought a ticket and took the ferry to Gothenburg. And I didn't know that he was freaking out. He didn't mean the invitation for real, as I'm sure you understand, Jenny. And here I come. Hi. He was like, oh God, he called his friend. He told me this much later. He called his friends. He was like, what the heck am I supposed to do with her? This is so funny. But that's how we met. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And then I show up and never leave. Yeah. Also very American. Oh. It's so funny when I think back about it. Like knowing now how Swedes are. Like, I think it's hilarious how we met, because he must have just been so, like, off kilter. Like, what the heck is going on here? It's like he didn't even have a choice to say no. I'm just here. Oh my gosh, so funny. I'm gonna pop that out a little bit there. I don't like the straight note. See, I pushed too hard. I gotta wait and let it dry a little now and then go over it. I didn't like the straightness of the wing there. Oh, yes, fearless or ding dongy. I'm not sure which one. There's a thin line there. Yeah, exactly. That was kind of my thought process. Like, ooh, good, an escape. Funny. Okay. We'll have to go over that one more time because see there I went over the dark and it shows. So I'll have to wait for it to dry and go over again. Alrighty. He needs some eyeballs. Where's my black? There. Oh no, that's silver, not black. We don't want silver eyes. There it is. I don't know why all the pins they've made the lids the colors of the paint, right? Except for silver and gold. They have black lids. The only thing that's different is their little clip. But when you have them in a pile, you see the black. I don't know why they couldn't just make the whole thing silver. So small things that annoy me. Telling you guys, I've been in a mood today. Oh, we still have to do the moon too. I'm not done with that. That could have been rounder. We'll fix it. I got a little shaky. Who's your daddy? All right, let's let that dry so I don't mess it up. We'll go up here to the moon and do something on the moon. We're gonna put some white. It needs some white because, oh, geez. Yeah, how do I want to do this? We're just gonna go in. We're just gonna do it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It needs more layering, I think. We could add a little bit of gold when it's done there too. All right, let's fix this blue on the wing. So we can't see through it. There we go. And then what we're gonna do, we need some little tufts. I like it when they have the little wispy hairs or feathers. They're feathers, aren't they? I wish I had this in a small. I don't have a small pin of this color. I used it all up. That's cute anyway. I can make it smaller with the dark. I can thin it out with the dark pen. Let it dry first, Marie. Let it dry first. Then. Okay. And then, is this dry? Yeah. Where's the white? There we go. We're going to do... Maybe I'll hate this. I don't know. We'll just give it a go and see what I think. Because it can't just be one big solid. That's like boring. But here we could do little wingy feathers. And I think polka dots on the tummy. Were you guys with when I shopped earlier and I bought that polka dot chicken? Oh, he's so cute. There's just something about polka dots that I love so much. Yeah, I'm not liking that. Those look like hearts. I thought they were going to look like little feathers. I'm thinking I just need to embrace the cartooniness and not... I need to fix that eye. There we go. Yeah, I need to embrace the cartooniness and just go with that. So we are going to do that. I'm going to cover these up because I don't like those. And I need to fix that. This one got too thick. That's better. They need to be wispy little feathers, not big honka chunks. There we go. That one too could be wispier. There. That's better. I like it. All right, let's do something with the moon while those are drying. Let's use a little gold. See if that's the thing that makes me happy with the moon. Because we have silver in the stars. We might as well go all out, right? Okay. We'll do like the outline. Oh, let's see. I'm going all out of the lines here. I'm going to try something here. We're going to do this, and then I'm trying to go fast here because I have an idea. Hey, I think I like that, you guys. That's looking kind of moony. I like it. That was the way to do it. Except I got a little bit of blue there, but who cares? Who cares? life goes on. They are drying good, I must say. Nothing is looking like it's getting loose yet, so that's good. The only disappointing thing is he's so wrinkly here, but that can be fixed. Okay, now I went out of line with the moon, so I got to fix it a little bit because it bothers me. There we go. All right, now we're gonna do his little beak, his little beakaroonie. Now I did it white first because if I just put the orange over the blue, it's the same thing. I have to do so many coats. If I do the white first, it just helps not have to do so many different coats. Okay, I'm still like there's something's bothering me. I need something to happen here. But what? What do I want to happen? Oh, thank you, Pollo. I think I'm going to fix these. I didn't really want them to look like hearts, so we're just going to go in and thin them out a little too. I don't have a thin white one anymore either because I used it all up. I need to buy another packet. Oh, thank you, thank you. I like that better. That looks more like the feathery kind of thing I was thinking. I think we're going to go... What do I want to do? What do I want to do? I think because we have polka dots here, we're going to kind of do... Oh, Edie, thank you. We're going to go like kind of sort of opposite and do circles. Maybe? We're going to try that. Okay, I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to do it. We can always cover it up if I hate it. Let's see. I'm going to have to thin them out. I can tell already. kind of like that. I kind of like it. I think, okay, I'm good. I'm good with that. Okay, now we're going to do some like tracing here of the owl because I like it defined, but we're going to do it with gray, not with black. I don't want it to be too harsh. Oh, I should have let that white dry first. I see that now. I see it coming off on the tip of the pen. Oh, thank you. Let's see, we'll start up here. Just to give it that little edge. And where's my, go across here as well. Okay. And then I'm hesitating, you guys. I'm hesitating. I think I want to do this. Edie, thank you for your purchase. Yeah, I kind of like that. All right, let me see if I can do the same thing on the other side. Nice. Don't like how it cuts off there, though. I'm going to have to go up like that. And then I'm going to have to do this side, too, because I don't like... It has to be even. I don't like it centered, but it has to be even. Oh, Jackson got a little gray on him. Okay. I gotta fix that though. Let's see, back to the white. Because he needs little eye highlights too. You know, they're never done until their eyes are shining, right? Am I pulling it out of screen? There we go. There we go, there we go. Yep. Okay. Yes, that the blue on the moon is bothering me more than I thought it would, so I'm gonna have to do a little bit here. Try to get rid of it. Just a little bit. Boy, something's falling. We'll just kind of Yeah, I kind of like that. It kind of matches the little polka dots all over. Okay, it's good. It's good, you guys. I'm liking it. All right, I'm good with that. Let's see. I'm not all, oh, he needs eye highlights. That's what it is. I'm not all the way happy there yet. And his beak needs a little more something, but let's do his eyes. Boop. Boop. And boop. Boop. I like that. Okay. The beak. The beak. Let's see. It maybe needs a little bit of yellow. A little bit of brown to kind of tone it down. And a little bit of orange again to brighten it back up. Okay, I like that better. And, you know, I want him to have a little blushy cheeks, but with the Poscas, you can't go like delicate like that. So I'm going to do it with a pencil instead. I just got to test the color here. Let me see which color I want to go with. Okay, I think we'll start with that one. I just think it looks so cute when they have little rosy cheeks. Oh, see, it's so cute. Okay, I'm gonna do the other one. Might have to go a little bit darker. I hate to go dark at first because it's hard to take it back away without painting over the whole entire thing again. But a little bit more. I like that. Okay, there's still like something I want to do here. I'm not sure yet what, there's something. Something. What do I need to do? Maybe. Let's see. Use a little bit different blue. Let's see. Let's keep going and see if we can see if it's giving me what I want. Yeah, I like that. Yep. And then we need a little shine on the beak. I think it might be done, you guys. Except the border. I want to do the border too. But it's 1:30 now. So I think I'll sign it and then I'll do the border. It's just going to be like stripey or something. Maybe with the pink to like bring out that pink color. I think so. What color should I sign it in? Let's see. Maybe in that turquoisey color. That was pretty. I can do it here. Just like right here. Oh, why does it have to be the big one? Okay, I can fix it with the darker pen. Hold on. Oh, I should have just, no, okay, I'm going to stop. I should have done it with paintbrush because it's like so, it's so thick. Where's my pin at there? All right. There we go. We'll let that dry and then I'll do it. No, it has a string hanger. There's these two little holes here. It had a string through it. I took it out because the string was so bad, but I'm going to put a new one in. Do you guys want to bid on this now before I'm even done? I just have the border to do. I just think you guys have sat here with me all night and watched it. If you want me to run this, I will. Let me get the paintbrush though so I can do the signature. That one. Let's move these guys a little. There. Come off. Oh, there we go. This little plastic protector thing. You have to have it on the teeny tiny brushes, otherwise they get all bent over. But it was like not wanting to come off. All right, let's see. We'll do a little puddle here. There we go. That's better. There we go. Cute. Did I just rub it through? I did just rub it right through that paint. Oh, well. Where did I have that water there? Cutie. Well, I will get it finished and then I will preload it. So if you guys want to bid on it, you can put in pre-bids or whatever, and you'll know when it's coming up, okay? I don't know if I'll have it finished by tomorrow because my ceramics class goes pretty late in the day, but probably by next weekend at least, and then we can maybe work on Jackson and Jubilee as well. Eee. Thanks you guys so much for hanging out with me. Let me turn you around here. I have no idea what I look like right now, but how do we turn this around? There. There we go. There we go. Oh my God, look at my hair, you guys. The hairspray has given up the ghost. I don't know what time the show is going to be. Let's see. We can decide on something. If we say, let's see, I get done. I always have to have a nap after my ceramics. It goes until 1, and then I usually do a little shopping on the way home. And I say till 2, 3, 6. What time is it? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 12. Around noon Eastern time, maybe like between noon and 1 o'clock Eastern time. I can do that because then I can do my stuff in the morning time and have my nap and then be ready for you guys. Is that good? Great. Thanks you guys for hanging out with me doing this. You've been on a long time with me. I appreciate it. It was fun. I got a little creativity out of me. All right. I'm going to see if I can raid you guys into somebody, but I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye. Let's see. Who do we have? Oh, Fig and... Oh, let's do it to Kimberly Mikalski. Fabulous Friday Finds. We'll go to her.